In this video, I'll show you how to solve the ALEKS problem called discriminant of a quadratic equation. This problem is going to give us a quadratic equation and ask us to solve the discriminant and then determine how many real solutions there are for the value of x. We don't have to actually solve for x, just come up with the number of solutions. The discriminant is the area underneath the square root in the quadratic formula, not square rooting actually, but just the term under the square root. So the discriminant is given to us by b squared minus 4ac. And of course, to solve for the discriminant, we need to know in our quadratic equation which is b, which is a, and which is c. So we're just going to remind ourselves that the general format for a quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Matching that up with the quadratic equation that's been provided to me, I can see that my value of a is -5, my value of b is 7, and my value of c is a -2. So I'm going to plug those numbers into b squared minus 4ac. b squared, that's going to be 7 squared minus 4 times a, which is -5, and c, which is -2. I get 49 minus 4 times -5 times -2, which is 40. And that gives me a value for the discriminant of 9. So my value for the discriminant is 9. Now the number of real solutions is based on, not on the value of the discriminant, but it's based on the sign of the discriminant. If the discriminant is positive, which it is in this case, then there will be 2 solutions to the quadratic formula. So because I have a positive discriminant, I'm going to have 2 solutions. If the discriminant is a negative number, then there are going to be 0 solutions, 0 real solutions. Imagine if we are trying to take the square root of a negative number, that's when we have to get I involved, and there are no real solutions to the square root of a negative number. The last possible scenario, if the discriminant is 0, so if we're trying to take the square root of 0, which is just going to be 0, there's only going to be 1 solution to the quadratic equation. Now this has to do with the plus or minus term here. So if our discriminant is a positive number, like in this case, if this is +9, we're going to be able to do -b plus 9. We're also going to be able to do -b minus 9, and that's going to give us 2 solutions. If the discriminant is 0, and if this term is 0, -b plus 0 is going to give us the exact same value as -b minus 0, which is why there's only 1 solution.